Hi guys, good morning. Good morning. Now my camera's not working. 미쳤다. 에휴. Nothing works. Does this work? Okay. Hi guys! Something is working. New PC. Anyone wanna fund my new PC? 진짜 미치겠다. Good morning! Guys, I didn't do any work yesterday. Come on. So I'm really behind on everything. Right? And yeah, it's not congrats. Guys, don't congrats me. I should work. But, I don't know why the PC is having issue. So, we gotta work today. Today, I think we will do a bit of news and then go to K-pop and then... end. 아니다. I think today news, 뭐 있지? We'll do like 30 minutes quick news. And then I'll move on to... Oh, okay. I'll move on to... AI review. And then end with K-pop. So hopefully I'll be done around maybe 1 or 2 my time. Because I also have to do some dance filming, I think. I don't have anything prepared. There's nothing in my like saved list. Actually, I have to do a bunch of editing. So, that is the goal for today. So hopefully you guys can understand. And I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, instead of streaming, I might edit the whole day. So much editing. 진짜. As much as I want to chit chat with you guys and have fun, I also should do some editing too. So I think that's going to be on my plan. Annyeong! Good morning, guys. Good morning. Yesterday was the 12th. Can you believe it? It's already 13th. The AI robot in China? No, what was the AI robot? The meeting was fun. I had a fun time meeting up with her. I should have looked over some AIs to do research about. I'm just overwhelmed a little. Just want to do so many things, but have only one body, guys. Really? That'd be such a fun thing to do. Oh. This guy spent a day with the robot. I'm afraid the camera will stop again. Why? All of a sudden? Hi, Ivy. That gave him a tour and bought clothes for her husband. What? So that should be my second body? Should I make that into my second body, guys? 싫어요. I need to stop seeing people. Actually, the biggest thing about like working alone is I'll need a bigger dodogo. So when are you guys going to fill it in? It's always up there, right? Anyways, I had a great talk. Swear to God, a lot of girls really want to talk about. Do I look like a person, like a good person to talk about like guys with? Do I give off that like aura of okay. 진짜 농담 아니라 not joking. I got so many of like guy talk. 진유이 뭐 wanna, and everyone's like looking into marriage, so I gave them good insight, saying, I told her yesterday I think she's also looking for a serious relationship, so I said, okay, now repeat after me. Tall, good-looking guy is a douchebag. Tall, good-looking guy who's nice is gay. Look for someone who's moderate height and just really nice to you. That's the only thing that matters. But I think the biggest thing about girls is that they really, like, all the girls that I talk to who are single right now looking for a serious relationship wants love. Like, I want to fall in love with this person or else nothing will happen. But I think that's really hard. Because is someone that like you wanna like you that makes your heart kind of like doki doki. But I feel like any guy who's outgoing, who's like who acts as if they're interested in you is a good example. But here's the thing, those guys, high chances, well, there's like those guys, there's always two groups of those guys. One, they really are into you. But I think this is very low percentage. Because here's the thing, guys don't take chances. Guys are safety. For some reason, when it comes to love, guys go with the safety choice. I don't know why. They don't like to be very adventurous like who they normally are. For example, if they're like, I bet you can't lit this on fire, and they try to do something dangerous, they become adventurous for some reason. When it comes to girls, they don't do that, especially as you grow older, right? So for a guy to step in and do something for the girl, that era is over. That does not happen anymore, right? That like guy being very aggressive towards girls and being like, hey, I want you, I want to love you, I want to blah 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 you, like those type of girls, those type of guys, there's two, right? They either just wants to get in your pants or just want to do Netflix and chill. Then the guys are very aggressive and very like, they work hard because it's not easy to get inside a girl's pants. Totally agree. But if you want to like a more serious relationship, then I feel like the girl has to be more more, you know, like more into it. But the thing is, because girls grew up getting all the attention, for example, like any girls who's in 21, 22, guys who are like 4 or 5 years older than them would work so hard to date a girl that's in their 20s, like early 20s, because it's like guys' pride. I dated someone when I'm like 27, someone who's 20, 21. That's such a pride, and girls like that, so they're used to getting all these attention. As girls get older, guys don't do that anymore because guys also got hurt. Guys also realize that that's also another big energy that I have to spend. It's not worth it. Sorry, girls. So, personally, I think drama is bad because in a lot of dramas, guys are the one who always initiates the love, the show of affection and everything. But I think real life, you can't do that. Girls should not wait anymore. It should now be just girls being more aggressive into dating a guy, and then you'll get a winner. So don't wait for Prince Charming. That's kind of what I wanted to say. But yeah. So if the girl kind of plays like the like in Korea we have like a word called 밀당, which is like push and pull. A book out when? Should I create? Should I put this on my Instagram? Okay, I will create my Jinri TV Instagram post. So actually, it's better scripted out. But here's my thought, guys. Girls out there who are looking into dating someone or looking for a serious relationship, uh, don't wait. If you wait, you're in trouble. All the good guys will be taken if you wait for too long. You gotta be more aggressive and you gotta look for the guys. Because guys these days are freaking. They're chickens. They've chickened out of the dating phase. I don't know how. So, if you find a guy that you really enjoy or you really like, start the conversation. Just be like, "Hey, you want to hang out? Want to get a cup of tea?" But don't go for Netflix. This is guy theory 101. It's simple. Timestamp. Oh, I should do guys' mind reading for girls. Because I can read guys' mind. Here's the thing, girls. Guys these days, I think there's two groups of guys. One, guys who just wants to get inside your pants. Two, guys who don't want to give in the much effort to finding / dating a girl because they're chickens. So if you wait for your Prince Charming to come and wait for them to do everything, as in start a date, wait for them to text you and everything, they're never gonna do it. They are very, one, lazy, two, very scared. For some reason, they're okay like creating fire and like blowing things up, but they're afraid to get people's number or they're afraid to start something up. So if you ever have the chance to meet a guy that you really like, don't wait. Don't be like, okay, that guy has to text me first, then I'm gonna text him. Guys don't work like that anymore. We're not talking about 1980s guys who's always willing to do everything. This is 2024, and guys grew up. They started getting a brain. Their brain started developing, and they realized that, hey, if I try something and I get hurt or if I get rejected, it's not worth doing it. So, don't wait. Advice number 1. Write it down. Chickens are just being smarter about their effort, resources. I think it's kind of like chickens out too. Because they're not being very adventurous at one point, is what I see it. So. Just don't start dating? Why? That's episode 1. Oh, hi, Naru. Dude, are you still playing Lost Ark? I had to quit. I got so addicting. It got so addicting that I had no life playing Lost Ark, so. You gotta stay single forever. Part 2 about relationship with guys. So here's the thing about guys that girls don't know is that girls think if the guy is really pretty or if the girl is like the most sexiest girl, they think that that's what guys like. That's actually not true. Here's what I'm thinking. If a guy is now looking for a more serious relationship, they don't care about looks anymore, which is shocking. You think they do. They still do. It's not like, like if you don't put in the effort. But nowadays, guys are looking for girls who actually is more caring about them. They don't want like a mom figure where they want like, the girl to do house chores or like clean the bathroom and everything. They just want someone that they can rely on because they always get the social pressure of guys need to work and earn money. You know, they need money for the family to survive. But if a girl comes out and be like, "Hey, honey, don't worry. We'll work together. We'll like settle things together. If you're having trouble, like you can rely on me." If you say that to any guys, I swear to God, all guys who are a normal human being, like I'm not talking about those douchebag guys who only care about like sexy girls or like big boob girls. A normal guy, if you say that to them, they'll be like, "Holy shit, I want to marry this girl." But if you're just kind of being like, "Okay, I don't care how much you earn. When are you gonna buy my Louis Vuitton bag, or when are you gonna get my Chanel like purse?" They'll be like, "Okay, yeah, this girl's a no-no." So don't wish for what you want, but like support your partner, your significant other, right? And something that people don't know, it's like they finally got a developing brain. Guys actually started getting brains. They can actually think, guys. So that's something that a lot of girls don't understand is that guys are thinking these days. And because girls are starting to give out what like they want in figures, you know, the popular song Blue Eyes will finance, trust fund, everything. They know that these some crazy girls want these crazy features. So if you don't want that to happen, don't wait, like don't force the guy, you know. You gotta support him, as in be a good partner. You know, it's like team game. You don't want someone to carry 24/7. Swear to God, they'll fall. You want to work. You want to work together. You know, whether you're healing them or you're going to, you know, step up the game and be the tanker. So life is a game. That's what some girls are missing. That's something that girls need to know. Guys are getting developed brains when it comes to finding someone they want to marry. So. Oh yeah, minus the chain together, right? Guys want a partner. I'm gonna react to K-pop. I think I'll react to K-pop in like 2 hours. I have other things that I have to prepare for, and do, and then maybe like around 12 or 1, I'll do some K-popping. Does that sound guto? Cause I was gonna do some AI, or should I do K-pop after news and then I'll do some AI? Let's do that. I'll do some K-pop and then I'll do news. I'll do AI. I still want to do AI though. That was 2 episodes. Okay, my 3rd episode of what guys' thought process. I love how I'm doing this. Use K-pop AI. Yeah, that's today's stream. Oh, now we're starting the dating tip that I'm just gonna upload on January TV, Instagram, and TikTok. What are some things that I need girls to know? Ah, guys' math. Okay. Here are some like equations that girls need to know. 1, if a guy is attractive, like super attractive, and he's like tall, he has good body, swear to God, most of the time he's a douchebag. Or a player. Cause if you realize that this guy is that attractive, other girls are gonna realize it too and are going to start fighting with you. Now if a guy, of course he knows it. Like girls have these eyes. Girls don't know. When you see a guy, people can identify whether or not you like that guy or not. You know, there's sparkles coming out. There's a reason why comic books have like sparkling eyes, right? And so now if a guy is super nice and he is, if he's really good looking and he's tall and he's good body and he has 6 figures and everything, he's a unicorn. It's so hard to find him. And this is what I always wanted to say. there's a high chance that guy isn't going to fall for you because he wants someone like him who has good body, very pretty, has six figure, and has like, you know, like a decent height for him. So instead of wanting what you want from your partner, you gotta like look at what you have and go with the similar value. And I'm not saying this is like 100% true. There are exceptions, but like I said, those are outliers. You know, if you look at a chart, if you look at a data chart, most of the datas are like in one area and then there's like outliers. But how many outliers do you see on the data? There's a reason why we call that an outlier, not normal data. So yeah, you think he won't care about money, right? But actually, people who have money care more about money than people who have like average money. Trust me. I know. Because they worked that hard for the money that he earned. So he wants someone that's really smart in using money. People don't know that. Write it down, guys. Now for guys, here's girls' word. Dress up nicely. That's the only thing I just want to say to guys. That's like the number one thing. That's the first and last thing I want to tell guys is that dress up nice. Use some nice shampoo. Use some nice body. I hate all-in-one. I swear to God, if any of you guys use all-in-one, I'm judging you so hard. It means that you are the most laziest person. I'm not asking you guys to do like the Korean K-pop, K-drama, like face skincare, but at least like look decent, you know, cut your nose hair, you know, like look nice, decent. Doesn't mean you have to shave. If you like your beard, you think you look good in beard, keep it. And not saying like you have to be like no haired, but like there are some things that girls prefer and girls really like you to have, but yeah. And I swear to God, if a unicorn is into you when you don't have that figure, when you don't have that spec, high chances he's just playing around with you. And you're one of the girls in the fish tank. You're one of the fishes in the fish tank of multiple many fishes. So I don't know if I'm gonna upload this. I think I'm dissing girls. What if I get hate comments? Oh my god. But on my Instagram, because I have more guys watching than girls, maybe it's not a bad idea. It's like there's things I want to say, but it's hard because I know that they're gonna get hurt if I say this, right? But it's okay for some reason to say it to a guy. Plus, girls are kind of like. Oh. Make it into a podcast format? I don't know how to make it into a podcast format. I know. Oh, they got you, man. I do want to run some podcast about like relationship because I swear to God, I get so many people coming up to me and talking to me about guys. I'm like, 근데 진짜 it's 답답해. It's like I'm like, oh, because it's if I say like if the girl wants like a unicorn spec, so in Korea when we call it unicorn, it means like we also call it like hexagon. If they want the hexagon spec, if I'll say what I really want to say is that do you have a hexagon? And of course all girls are gonna say hexagon. Even I think I have a hexagon spec, but in reality, do I? No. I don't make six figures. Like my family isn't like super wealthy. Like they're not bad. But like, so you gotta aim for, like, it's okay to aim for what you want, like to achieve like big, but yeah, I'll get hurt. Oh, voila. Maybe I'll make it into podcast later since I always talk about guys. Maybe I'll do like a podcast with a person. You need a lot of wealth to attract a guy. Well, okay, like I said, if the guy isn't wealthy, so for example, most of you guys I don't think make like 6-7 figures, okay? I'm not dissing you guys. Let's talk about reality. You guys probably don't care whether or not the girl makes 6 figures, right? But in the guy aspect, if the guy actually makes 6 figure, they're going to care. Because they want someone as like-minded as them. So in the end, don't get married. Yeah. That should be my podcast ending. Like, don't get married. Yeah. So normal guys don't care whether or not the girl makes a lot of money, has wealth, like lots of wealth. But I'm saying the unicorn guys high likely want wealth. For example, like one of my guy friends, he's in a big company. He makes like a good amount of money. He's actually very picky whether or not the girl has any savings, because it means that she knows how to use her money. And he has people around him that married someone in a like a good spec. So he's kind of like, you know what, if I marry someone like with the similar spec that I have, we'd be getting a nice apartment in Seoul, right? That's kind of like the conclusion that guys would make, because those guys are smart. They think, they know what to invest in. Guys who are wealthy don't just get wealthy. You think they're just like blup and I'm wealthy. They actually think about the future and they think about what to invest in, because investment is a very good way of making money. As you guys know, for example, if you like invested in Tesla when it was like $30, how much money do you make, right? They can predict the future, right? So if those people who are wealthy, if they think about like the future, they're not gonna date someone who like always like use their money, if they're not gonna date someone who use their money and has no savings. Like they don't know how to save up money, because they worked so hard to achieve that wealth. They're not gonna let it go. So you guys should take a shot every time I say that. Yeah. So don't get married. Because I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, of course. There's always the old-fashioned rich guys, who are more like, like even we know DiCaprio Oppa always dating someone in the 20s. It's legend, like for him, then we are just kind of like, but like I said, outliers, you know. I feel like a lot of girls are trying to be the outlier where, hey, at least I'm pretty. Like, yeah, well, like, have you checked Instagram? 90 people on Instagrams are pretty. They have a better chance of dating someone, right? Like, what the heck, bro? Check Instagram. There's other people prettier than me. So, I'm not saying you aren't pretty, but there's always someone better than you. So sometimes you gotta be modest. It's like a fine line of being modest versus being being very low, having low self-esteem versus being very, it's kind of like the same thing as we say, you have to be confident. It's okay to be confident, but don't be a douchebag about it, right? Because being confident is like, hey, I really love myself, I really love my work, I've worked really hard for it, and I achieve really, like, I believe that I have the um I should always have, like, I should be very proud of what I do, is being confident. But then don't cross the line of being like, yeah, so everyone should, like, I look down on people. Now that's being a douchebag. Right? It's like a fine line too, in that sense, being saying, like, I have good things, but I still am lacking these traits. So I think the best way to find a guy is go for someone who can fill in what you lack. So for instance, I suck at money management. Anything. And I really suck at, like, preparing for the future in terms of, like, my life. Like, future, like, life planning is, I think, the hardest thing. So I actually met someone who's really good at that. You end up getting very attracted to those person anyways, but I think that's, like, the most easiest way to find a guy that fits you or that matches you well. Well, guys lingo, girls lingo. That's always the hardest thing, right? So don't get married. Let's just do news. News is more fun. Just watch news and watch stream and use the savings that you have on streamers. Now watch K-pop. What the 근데 진짜 I think money management is really hard though. Like, using your money wisely. Yeah, support my friends too. Anyways, let's go. There's enough chit-chatting about guys. No more guy husbando talks. I need to stop. You guys don't bring up guy talk. It's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna say the same thing over and over to you guys again. Because one thing that I realize as you grow older is you kind of understand why old generation says the most boomer things. Like, when you were young, you had old ajishis saying something, something, something. You'd be like, what the heck? Why? As you get older, you kind of understand why they say those things. So I'm gonna say the same thing over and over again. You bring up a story, it ends up leading to the same direction. Is that, like, sometimes your heart, like, it's really hard to fall in love with someone at this age, I think. As if you did when you were in 20s. So I think it would be a waste of time, especially if you want to get married and have kids. I think it'd be kind of hard for you at this age, at least at my age, is to find someone who you want to fall in love with. Yeah, life was simpler. Like, in college, all you cared about was whether or not he was good looking. I think in college, the only, like, criteria for me was whether or not if he was smart. Like, if you guys see my ex-boyfriends, you'd be like, holy cow, Jinri, you don't have good eyes. 진짜, I really like nerdy guys. That has been my type. Like, I dated someone with glasses, nerdy guy. Guys, it's not a... I don't care about looks. You'd be shocked. I can't show it to you guys anymore, but social media? 아, 그치. Cause look at social media, guys. Have you seen the guys on social media? Even like, 봐봐. 봐봐. couple vlog. 이런 거 봐봐. Just look at couple vlog. 아, 뭐야. Okay, let's look at 한국. 봐봐. Is he good looking? Is he good looking? 봐봐. 어? 이런 오빠 봐봐. What the heck? 봐봐. Isn't he good looking? 봐봐. 이런 거 봐. 어? I was be like 이것 봐. 근데 it was JYP. 이런 거 봐봐. 응? 얼마나 잘생겼어. So many couple YouTuber. 봐봐. Anyways. 미야? 아, 그치. 미야 is a nerd. 아유, 그니까. Social media is so bad. 아, 너무 잘생긴 사람들이 많아. On social media, everyone is like above average, I think. But to be honest, everyone who's doing social media are people who are above average anyways. Because when you were young or like in middle school, if you were good looking, then people are gonna say, wow, you're really good looking. 뭐, 오빠 너무 괜찮네. You're like, even why I'm doing social media, why I'm streaming, because people said I look pretty. 그러면은 뭐야? I have confidence of being on stream, being on social media. But if you grew up saying like, you know, and people talk crap about your face and everything, then I wouldn't want to do social media. Like, why would I do social media then, right? Anyways, that's all. No more guy talk, no more girl talk. The end.